All right, it's gonna be baby's first time using a chainsaw. So I gotta move some. It's another beautiful day in my peaceful little world, and I just wanted to show you where I've been parked. I've had Frida right here. I've got my little garden situation, but the wind is so bad that I was thinking of moving her. I'm just going to put her in reverse and then land right around here. Just going to get the ground a little even, get rid of some annoying rocks. We're situated and dog approved. Right, it's going to be baby's first time using a chainsaw. So I got to move some rocks from a bush. I want to cut a holly bush away from a juniper bush because the leaves are really painful and sharp. Here we go. No, of course I'm not going to make you listen to the sound of a chainsaw. I really enjoyed borrowing this Milwaukee from my friend, and I think I'm going to get myself one, but a smaller version. There's a couple of small pine trees on the property that are getting smothered by junipers. So, yeah, there will be more work to do. So why not invest in one? Not gonna lie, that was pretty exciting. Let me show you what I got left. So yeah, I just got a few little stumps there. But there we go. The juniper is free now. And then I moved everything. I dragged all the holly right over here, and that's in the pile to dry out now. Well, that was enough work for today. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, chainsaw for the first time. I mean, come on, that's a win. That was fun. Can't wait to do it again. So, I just cleaned up, and actually, let me answer a question from one of my wonderful subscribers, Carol B. Carol B was wondering, she was like, how do you clean up after you get so dirty, digging up all that dirt and stuff? Well, I have running water in the van. And if it's not too bad, then just baby wipes. No big deal. So I'm going to open up Frida's doors, and we'll see how bad the wind is now that I've switched positions. I think I'm going to be okay, but yeah, that's perfect, because, I am getting some circulation through here, but it's not as crazy as it was, so good move. And while I'm here, yeah, this is my sink. So I've got like a little water pump and a 7-gallon jug underneath the bed. So it just comes out like that. So as you can see, the temperature is really nice, and 12% humidity. That's really dry, so that's why I use lots of Nivea cream. This is the one that looks like paste from when you were in first grade. Good stuff when you're out in the desert. And since the workday has come to an end, I'm going to relax, do some reading, and how's this for appropriate transitions, making sense of life's changes. Arizona sunsets never disappoint, and this one's no different. Night, everyone. So tomorrow I'm going to go look at sheds, and that'll be fun. Not sure exactly what I want, but you can design your own. I'm going to see what they have on the lot, but I have the option of coming up with my own creation, so because it's just me. So I'm thinking maybe like 12 by 20. But since I had a friend with a pickup truck in the area yesterday, I decided to go ahead and get the blocks, and I'll give you a look at that. I got 24 of these blocks. I didn't go with the cinder blocks. I thought the solid blocks might be better. So yeah, 24 of them. They were about $3 each, and that'll work for a 12 by 20 shed or a 12 by 24. We'll see. The insects out here are eating me alive. It's not even really mosquitoes, it's the no-see-ums. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna give you a look at how attractive my arm is right now. Like, that is all swelling from like a huge conglomeration of no-see-um bites. Okay, I'm dressed and I'm trying not to think about how itchy I am, so let's just go look at some sheds now. Let's see what we can see. And I know it's premature. I don't even have a road. But it can't ever hurt to look and, start to plan, get an idea for what I want. All right, well, that was interesting. And, like I said, it's always good just to look and see what's out there. I am not crazy about anything I saw today. They weren't terrible. But full disclosure, when I was in Farmington, New Mexico, just trying to kill some time, I did go to look at sheds. And I actually, there's a couple that I liked there, and I did take video of them. And so I'm just going to show you those, because I'm probably going to go with the company that made those and just have it, when the time comes, just have it delivered here. So this shed is a 12 by 24, and it's got the loft already built. And in fact, you could put 2 if you wanted to, but I don't need that much storage. And then these doors, you don't have to have those. That could be a plain wall, or you could just have like a regular door like you would have in a house. And this one has a porch included in the dimensions. So I kind of feel like I'd be paying for empty space. I mean, I can make a porch. This one is a 12 by 28. It's the same barn style roof, but no porch. And I'd add windows for sure. So it has this garage door, which of course I wouldn't want for my home, but again, that can go away and just become a wall. So do I need 28 feet? I don't think so. Well, good morning, everyone. Guess who's got a fever? Yeah, I am not feeling well today. I'm all flushed, so I don't think I'm doing anything today except lying right here in bed. 3 days later, I am so happy to get back to work today. Those bug bites turned out to be something else. I had an allergic reaction. They got infected. I actually had a low-grade fever for like 4 days. I haven't done anything. I mean, I went to town, did some errands, but other than that, I was out for the count. So I'm either going to wear long sleeves or use spray with a lot of DEET. And that's just the way it's got to be, because I can't do that again. I don't have that kind of time to waste, and it was so miserable. No good. All right, let's get back to work. And I've got my protection. I've got long sleeves, long pants. You got to be smarter than a no-see-em. All right, so I am now in the secondary driveway. The first driveway is looking pretty good, and I'll show you that in a bit. But today's work is on the second driveway, because I want to have like a U shape. It just makes more sense. So here we go. I'm going to show you the holes. We can see the rocks that got moved, and I did have help with some of these, because obviously, you know, there's only so much I can do. But we are left with some craters like that. And then this guy, I'm just going to put dirt over these smaller rocks. And that's pretty much what we got going on today. So, yep, there's the tripod. I'm going to do a time lapse on this. And, yeah, let's have some fun. It is getting hot, and as great as an idea as this long sleeve shirt is for not getting bit, I'm roasting. I think I might just have to wear a t-shirt and use like Deep Woods Off or something. That's my whole issue, is I don't like using those sprays, but you know, desperate times. Anyway, at least I got a couple of these big holes filled. So, you know, little by little. This is a huge project, and especially when I have very limited help. But I have to say, yeah, I have the most amazing neighbors, and I could not be more grateful. They are helpful, kind, fun. It's like we're kindred spirits, so I automatically have like new built-in friends. So, it doesn't get much better than that. All right, so there is one hole that I filled in, looking pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not perfectly even, but I can definitely get Frida through here. And there's the other hole. And you can see it's a little high on that side, but still, it's passable. And I'm not going for perfection here. I'm going for Can You Pass? So this would be the way to drive out of here. There's another patch toe. We go out wide angle. Yeah, but I mean, it is pretty smooth sailing. Yep. I'm pretty happy about this. All right, that's enough. I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. All right, all you nomads, fan dwellers, RVers, I have a question for you. I do not own a power station and I really need one. So just wondering if anyone has suggestions. Do I go top of the line? Do I go Bluetti? Is it worth it? Is there another company maybe that's not as well known that still has a really good product? I am very lucky that one of my friends who is a traveler is going home for a month or so to visit family. So he came by and dropped off this little baby Bluetti for me, which will be great until, well, I'm going to have to give it back. But in the meantime, until I can get some kind of power station of my own. So throwing that out there. Give me your suggestions. Oh, and I need something that I can hook up to. I've got 2 solar panels of a total of 500 watts. So something that I can use in conjunction with them, because I believe the smaller ones, it's like too much power. Am I crazy? Am I saying this completely wrong? Anyway, help. If you know the answer, have a suggestion, place it in the comments. Thank you. Well, I got my work clothes on, so that means it's time to go play with rocks. I really don't like using this stuff, but I also really don't like being put down by no-see-ums. What I'm doing this morning is shoveling up all the really small rock that's just on the surface, and then I'm just putting it down on the driveway. So this is what I'm talking about. So there's really small rocks like that, and I can shovel some of that up and just put it right on top of the dirt, and that should sort of act as gravel. And I plan on, I already started some, but yeah, where I see my tire tracks, I'm just going to put it right on top of that. When I was going into town the other day, I saw a man doing some fencing on a home nearby. So I stopped and spoke with him, and it turns out he has a connection who's in the business of leveling and graveling. So hopefully his associate can come out to give the road and driveway a look and give me an estimate. But after about 45 minutes of shoveling the smaller rock, it's making a difference. And monsoon season's around the corner. It's supposed to actually rain in 3 days, I believe. So I just thought, let's get something down for some traction just so I don't get trapped in here. Well, I've got trash service, so that definitely makes things easier than having to go to a dump. And yeah, look at the road. So much better. So much better. Look who's here for a treat. Look who's here. There, baby. Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. It's always nice of you to visit. I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking out for me. All right, sweetie. See you later. Yeah, there you go. Finish every last crumb. Good girl. Bye. Bye, baby. Before I end this video, I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who's come on board to follow me in this new chapter in my life. I was absolutely overwhelmed by the support all you wonderful people gave my first video where I introduced you to the new land. Thank you to all my new subscribers, and of course to all of you who've been with me these past 6 months. I can't even believe my channel's already 6 months old. That's crazy. Thank you all so much for watching, and if this is your first time here, consider subscribing or even becoming a channel member. Please leave me a comment because I love hearing from you. Have a great week. Love you.